Good morning, Facebook. I had to remember what platform I'm on then. Oh, goodness me, it's been a week. Right, I hope you're all good. I thought I'd come on here live today because I've been over on Instagram a few days this week and I felt like it's time that we connected and got together. So, hello, good morning, welcome. If you're joining live, let me know who you are. Let me know if you're watching this on a replay. Could you pop in a little hashtag replay underneath and tell me what was useful for you? I have been asking for questions over in my Instagram page, which is at MindBodyMeno. I've been asking for questions about menopause, Thrive, about the challenge, the 5-day challenge. So I've been asking people to come on and tell me what's going on with them and ask me your questions. So I've done a Q&A over there, and I thought I would just come on and quickly, because that's on stories, just quickly answer the questions here for you. So I'm going to run through them really fast, and I'll do a little synopsis in the comments so you know what's coming up. So questions that came in, and here they go. The first one was abdominal separation. I've been asked this twice in 2 days. Can you help me with abdominal separation? The answer is yes. And the reason why this is really important and worth highlighting, I think, is that some people say once postnatal, always postnatal. Now, abdominal separation, diastasis recti, is something that you would associate with someone that's just had a baby. And very, very common is this separation of the muscle wall across the front so that it can accommodate the growing bump. Okay, so the linea alba down the middle of the abdominal wall just stretches apart. Now, there's a few reasons why this is important. In postnatal women, it's really important to try and not only bring the wall back together, but also just make sure you've got a good amount of tension down that central strip. And that comes from core strengthening, core connection. So it's not just about bringing these two edges together, it's about strengthening what's down the center. So that can happen very much in postnatal. But the thing is, if you don't deal with that at postnatal, it's not going to go anywhere. It doesn't disappear. It's going to continue with you as you age. So it's going to be a problem. And it could be highlighted as a problem when you reach menopause, because as you start to get some issues with pelvic floor, you might start to notice a weakening in your core. Muscle mass is decreasing, so everything's changing. And this sort of dormant problem that's been there for quite a few years can rear its ugly head in menopause. So can I help with abdominal separation? Yes, I can. Absolutely. It's kind of 101 for Pilates teachers. So yes, I definitely can. We do loads on it. Anytime I do a core session with you and we're talking about breath, we're doing abdominal separation. We're working on the strength and the support and the pressure that you have in your abdomen. So yes, number one. Number two, I don't know what I've written there. Okay, let's make this one number two. I'm not motivated. And will I be motivated? How will I maintain motivation after the challenge is finished? So the 5-day challenge is highly motivated. It's highly charged by emotion because it's 5 days and you want to get it done and do every day. And after that, life kind of gets in the way and life returns to normal a little bit. So will you fit in these sessions? Now, number one, the sessions are 20 minutes. So the Thrive membership is based on a calendar of 20-minute sessions. And I know that motivation can be a problem for people. So I always encourage you when you start the membership to try and stick to the calendar. Now, all that is a 20-minute session on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday. And if you want to, a longer session at the weekend. You have access, sorry, I'm just thinking I've got a load of black on my mind. You have access on top of that to all of the past sessions. So if you decide you want to do a Tuesday and a Thursday as well, you can just go in and search and say, I fancy doing a core session. Type in core, up come all your core sessions. So you can do more if you want to, but that's what I like to encourage people to stick to, because I know, having done this for 14 years, that's the kind of sweet spot. It's the toss up between doing it and being able to fit it in and not doing it because it's too overwhelming. So the calendar is there to not only set you up for the sessions that I would like you to do, so it means that I challenge you in ways that perhaps you wouldn't challenge yourself. I suggest sessions that I think you should be doing rather than you choosing the ones that you like. But also it keeps you accountable, as in you've got day to day. Now, the other thing is you get in the membership is a PDF version of this calendar. So it's all online and you just click the link and play. But you can also download a PDF, so you can also put your big cross through the centre. So that's how I help you to stay motivated. We have live sessions, which we focus quite heavily on trying to get people to stick to. Meet me live if you can. Again, they're still only 20 minutes, so they're really easy to fit in. What else do we do for motivation? I'm trying to think what else comes up. Well, the fact that it's only 20 minutes. The other thing we do, or that is available in the membership, is a sort of journaling prompt. So I often find people say, I haven't found time to do your session today. And I get it, I do. So let's not talk about it as finding time. Let's talk about it as making time or planning time, more importantly. Now, people think I'm crazy. I get up at about 5:30 every day and do my workout. And this week in the challenge, I've been doing that every day before the challenge. People think that's mad because I work from home. I can do my workout any time during the day. My husband thinks I'm insane. But I know in myself that if I don't do it at 5:30, I won't do it. And I also know that if I don't do it, I'll feel rubbish all day. It will be hanging over me. I call it exercise pending because it just sits on you. And I hate that feeling. So I'd rather get up, get it done before the kids are up, get the dishwasher emptied, do all my stuff, go up, have a shower, and then be ready. And then I'm everybody else's. But for that little time in the morning, that's mine. And I take that when everyone else is in bed because it's the best way for me to do it. So that might not be your option, but it's a good alternative option if you fancy it. And also it's good to know what other people do sometimes. Okay, worried I'm doing it wrong. So this was a question about something in the challenge, and I hear this a lot about Pilates. So there is a myth around Pilates that it's really complicated, it's really complex, and you need eyes on you all the time, and you won't be doing it right. And if you're doing it wrong, it's bad. And this is just so outdated. It's not true. What we're looking for is for people to move their bodies. That's it. That's all I want, because I know that if you move your body in a structured way a few times a week, you will feel better. Your health will be better. Your mobility will be improved. Your flexibility, your strength, your balance, all of those things will be improved whether I can see you doing it or not. Now, there are some caveats to that. If something hurts or is sore or is painful, then you stop. If it feels out of your comfort zone or a little bit like it's testing you, maybe mentally or physically, that's okay. And also the other thing I would say is that my style of teaching, and you'll know this from the lives that we do in here in this group, my style of teaching is very prompt filled. So I would encourage you to give yourself a quiet time, a quiet space when you're doing the sessions, and listen into the prompts, because I'll be all the way through giving you a bit of detail around what you should be doing, how you should be feeling it, where your body is in space. And the worry about doing something wrong disappears as you get to know your body. And if you're worried about doing it wrong, there's just a really good chance that you just haven't maybe been doing it. And as you get to know your body and you start to do a bit more of it, you'll start to feel more comfortable because your body awareness will be better. So you'll know if things aren't in quite the right position or doing things quite right. But in the meantime, just move. Just focus on moving and getting it done. Lower back help. Someone's asked about, can you help me with my lower back pain? Yes, absolutely. Now, I would always things like this, I caveat with, I can't see you. I don't know what specifically the issue is. You're very welcome to message me and I can go into some more detail with you. Always seek help from your GP. I'm not here to diagnose and I'm not here to cure, but I absolutely can help with back pain, and these sessions will help with back pain. Back pain is often, not always, but very often, in the first instance, it's an issue with imbalance, with tightness, with restricted movement, with restricted range. And if you can look at fixing some of those things, then very often the lower back releases or strengthens, depending on which the problem is. But all of those, we work full body. We never do a session that's just about back pain. We work full body because that's the best, safest and most efficient way of creating strength and harmony and balance in the muscles. And usually most people tell me, in fact all people, I haven't had anyone tell me otherwise, that their back pain is better after the sessions. So the price, what is the price, and is it a contract? No, it's not a contract. The price is $14.99 for a monthly payment. But if you want to lock in for a 12-month period, access for 12 months, it's $156, which works out as about £13 a month, I think. So it's really reasonable. Now, I think it's too reasonable, and I'm going to be upping the price in January. So the next time the doors open for Thrive, the price will be higher, because I think actually the value that we have and the results that we're getting for people is too cheap. And the reason I say it's too cheap is not because I want to earn loads of money from it. That's not my intention at all. The reason why I think it's too cheap is that I think it can put people off, because I think people question value when things are too cheap. And B, I think sometimes you need a financial investment to commit. So I'm not going to put the price up hugely, be a couple of quid a month or something, but sometimes knowing that that money is coming out of your account each month motivates you and it makes you do it. And it's like skin in the game. You're invested. So I actually think that it will hopefully get better results for people if they're paying a little bit more. Having said that, the price is what it is now. And if you choose to join now, you are grandfathered for life at that price. So that will never go up. So as long as you hold this term of your membership, your price will never change. So if you want to lock in at that deal, do it now. You have till Sunday. Is 20 minutes enough? And how often should I be doing that? So we've covered a little bit about how often, but is 20 minutes enough? Yes. So the great thing about Pilates is it's efficient. So no movement in Pilates is unintentional. No movement of your body is unplanned. So it's really efficient. It's really effective. You get a huge amount of bang for your buck. Every exercise is tailored and specific. So 20 minutes is more than enough. In fact, I usually find with longer sessions that we do, sometimes they aren't as effective because they're maybe they're a little bit slower or they're a bit too diverse. We cover too much. In a 20-minute session, you can get really to the crux of a detail, to the point, feel the after effects. I mean, you tell me, have you done a 20-minute session with me? Have you done any of the Thrive sessions, the Thrive Through Menopause Challenge sessions? You tell me, what do you think? Are they enough? I definitely think 20 minutes a few times a week. And people use the membership in different ways. They use it for their one and only exercise, and they do a 10 or 20-minute session a day, or they might go to the membership hub, which has 5-minute more sessions. So they might just do 5 minutes at lunchtime one day and the next day do a half-an-hour session, or they might mix it up a bit, or they use it as a way of supporting other activities. So like if you're a runner and you just know you need to do some Pilates, you've been told you should be doing it, or you're injured and you've been told, or you just want it as a supplement to your other training, that's also great. I know people that do that. They do a session a week, and that's absolutely brilliant. Or there are people that don't really want to be doing anything at all, and this is just ticking that health box for them. So they do a bit of Pilates, it makes them feel better, they know it's working, they know it's doing good things for their body, they're future-proofing, and that is great for you too. So people use it for different ways. So yes, 20 minutes as a rule is enough. I think that is everything. That's all my questions. I've got one question written down here which I can't read, so I'm going to leave that one. But if you have any other questions, if you've stuck with me, pop them in the box below in the comments and I will answer them in the text. It's been great to connect with you. Make sure you pop a hashtag replay in the comments if you're watching this on catch up. and I will see you again soon. Thrive is open till Sunday. I'd love to see you inside the membership. I've got a whole wall of post-it notes of people that have joined up this time round, so I'll share that with you tomorrow. It's been really good to see you. I will catch up with you again soon. Take care.